Do not proceed. Your defeat is inevitable. Spare yourself the humiliation. You have defeated me, but your weak mind cannot solve the problem that will let you pass. We guarded the gateway well, with a grid of flux panels. They must be linked to bring power to the gateway, and pass beyond. Though you can manipulate the pedestals and orient the flux panels anew, you are simply incapable of an arrangement that links them continuously. Such cleverness is beyond your human function. Do not waste your time attempting this challenge. Accept your limits with dignity.
Though my home was beyond the stars, I have dwelt in this place for time out of mind, serving and waiting. I will not surrender the secrets of Celestia's magic willingly. You battle bravely and with honor. The light of the stars clearly led you to this place through the sea of night. I release unto you the Star of Celestia. Use it in pursuit of knowledge and learning. You may proceed.
You remove the Star of Celestia from the stellarium. It glimmers with astral power. You slot the Star of Celestia into the Grand Astrolabe.
Wonderful! You've done it! Now the secrets of Celestia Star school magic can be yours! You've done so much for us already, but there's so much more to be done! I'd send you on in the submersible, but it's not working just now. We need parts from the dirigible topside. I'm sure you're ready for a breath of fresh air and a spot of sunlight. Can you go to the surface and speak with Pierce Stanson? Pierce is our dockmaster, overseeing the landing area when we first arrived on Celestia. To get to see Pierce, you'll have to head up to the surface. He can set you up with the submersible parts.
Hello? How did you get down there without me noticing you? Oh, you're after parts for the submersible. I've bad news then. It's been a relentless assault since we arrived, and now we're in a bit of a jam. Some dastardly saboteur has untethered our dirigible, the SGS Explorer. We kept our supplies on the dirigible, including submersible parts, to keep them from the water moles, but now the dirigible's gone. Suspecting the worst, we sent a search party after it, but the sea spirits bedeviled us and kept us from searching. If you're willing to help, you're my new best friend. I'm tapped for resources, and I'm so weary. Could you go and roust those blighters? But don't worry about hurting them. They're just animate seawater. They reform in a jiffy. Excellent work. They're certain to come back, but you bought us some time. No, it occurs to me that if we did something to calm the sea spirits, they'd leave us alone. There's an altar down the way that seems to be devoted to the Storm Lord, some sort of patron to the sea spirits. When we arrived on the beach, we saw that the water moles placed pieces of sea foam crystal on the altar. Now the sea foam crystal is gone, and I noticed that the sea spirits leave the water moles well enough alone. Perhaps we should follow suit. Can you go and scavenge up some sea foam crystal from the beach and place it on the Storm Lord altar? I hope that did the trick. The sea spirits were only part of the problem, I'm afraid. Some wild animals of a type we call jungle tooth are raiding our camp. Could you go and see what can be done about those fierce animals? They've two leaders, Wild Crag and Bristleclaw. Defeating those two should show the rest of the pack that we're not to be trifled with. I wish I could have seen it. Hopefully, the rest of the Jungle Tooth pack will give us a wide berth now. While you were away, I saw a signal flare from the jungle. That must be from Captain Fogg, who went looking for the explorer. Captain Fogg went to speak with the water moles to see if they had seen the dirigible. Their leader, a fellow named Tupa and Tawa, should be happy to help you find the captain.
Outsider, we have your sky captain. I am called Tupatawa. I am speaker for Water Mole Tribe. I cannot speak to you now. You are a wizard, and I cannot trust your words. I had Magic Stick to protect me from wizard words, but Stick was taken by Galwok, big chief of water lurkers. If you bring me back Magic Stick, I be willing to speak with you, wizard.
You will not take Magic Stick from me! Galwok using it to break open shells!
Now have Magic Stick. We safe to talk. If you want Captain back, you must help water moles. Jungle Tooth stole our sacred idols, took them into the jungle. Water moles afraid to go look for them. You not afraid? We watch you fight Jungle Tooth before. Now you go find water mole idols and bring back. You bring them all back? I almost believe you friends with Water Mole Tribe, but you're not there yet. Jungle Tooth still trouble our village. If you go and fight them, they think you one of us and leave us alone. Jungle Tooth still a threat. They led by old wild tree called Tangleroot. You go defeat Tangleroot, and we ready to talk.
You do not belong here. You have no roots. I will bury you.
Good favor for Watermole tribe. We speak as friends now. If you seek Sky Captain, you must follow trail up towards place where skyfish fall from sky. You not know of skyfish trouble? Big silver skyfish drift over Watermole village, then fall. Boom! Our people suffer much when this happen. Go and speak with Konokala. He a brave warrior. He tell you what must be done.
You looking for source of problem? Big skyfish fall on village, cause much trouble. Waterfall spirit, Coruscade very upset. You go make peace with it.
Greetings, Solid One. The skyship has poisoned my waters. If the waters are not purified, this jungle will die. To purify the waters, I must have some sacred wood from the jungle thorn trees. Go and fetch me some.
Oh, if it isn't my most challenging student. So good of you to grace the classroom with your presence. If you're interested in advancing your magical studies beyond your current capacities, you would do well to pay attention here. Today's lesson is about the mythic beast known as Orthrus, a two-headed dog that is brother to Cerberus, a three-headed dog. Both were birthed by the monstrous creature known as Typhon. Your next spell is to learn to summon that mighty beast. This is no minor task, and to ready yourself for it, you must accomplish several difficult labors to demonstrate your worthiness. First, though, you must learn more about Orthrus. Your homework assignment is to prepare a report about the creature. As always, research is your ally. Ask the librarian Harold Argleston to aid you. To the library, then, and come back here when you've got the book.
Hello there, young wizard. It's always good to see even our more advanced students paying more attention to the fundamental of education, reading. How can I help you? A book about two-headed Orthrus, brother to Cerberus. That'll be a challenge indeed. You see, all of the bestiaries dealing with multi-headed creatures are part of a rotating interlibrary program. I'm afraid that the book you seek is likely one of those to have made its way to Krokotopia's library. Speak to Zane there, and he should be able to assist you in getting the book you need.
A volume about Orthrus, the two-headed brother to Cerberus? Indeed, such a volume is familiar to me. But alas, I have bad news for you. That volume was one of a rotating selection recently sent along to the Royal Museum in Marylebone. Speak to Clancy Pembroke at the museum. He should be able to get the volume to you. My sincerest apologies for the inconvenience.
You've come a long way from Wizard City, young wizard. How can I help you today? You're looking for a book about two-headed dogs? What an amazing coincidence! I just packed up those books a few hours ago and sent them back to the library in Wizard City. Normally, I'd have needed to take them and mail them myself. But since you helped out at the Marylebone post office, they were picked up and sent almost immediately. So you've come all this way for nothing, I'm afraid. At least you didn't have to go to Mushu, eh? Check back at the Wizard City Library for your book. That rascal Argleston should have it by now.
Hello there. You're just the wizard I wanted to see. I'm embarrassed to note that the book you wanted just arrived. I've got it right here. I set it aside for you, in case Drake sent any more students after it.
You accept the book from Harold Argleston. The title is Mulder's Cryptozoological Survey of Multi-Headed Canines and Their Influence in Folklore, Myth, and Popular Culture. Up through Ott. How many of these multi-headed dogs are there anyway?
Well, it certainly took you long enough. You can use that desk over there to prepare your report.
You crack the book and get to work. After a long time reading and writing, you've completed the report. After so much adventure, it feels a little strange to actually be doing homework.
What is it now?
Professor Drake seems almost annoyed that you've completed your report. He gives it a brief glance and sets it on his desk.
This will do. The content was acceptable, but your penmanship is appalling. Now that you've demonstrated you know what Orthrus is, it's time for the real work to begin. Since you're no doubt an expert on Orthrus now, you might be able to guess what the next obstacle is. Young wizard. A young wizard? Nothing? I wonder if you even read your own report. If you're going to be summoning two-headed Orthrus, you're going to need to get the dog's collars, and that, I'm afraid, will not be easily accomplished. It's rumored that the last such collars were lost in Dragonspire. It's up to you to venture into Dragonspire and find a suitable pair of collars for Orthrus if you plan on summoning him. My recommendation would be to start at the Athenaeum to determine where such collars might be found. Talk to Milos Bookworm. He should be able to assist you.
Why, hello there, young wizard. By the great dragon's shiniest scale. This place never seemed as busy as when it lies in ruins. I hope I can help you, but I warn you that things are in a bit of a shambles. A twin collar for a demon dog? Obviously, there's nothing like that here in the Athenaeum. However, you're in luck, or at least something close to lucky. Ranulph Moonclaw, a collector of rare beasts, had a few two-headed pets over the years. I suspect that Ranulph and his menagerie met their end in his tower, though this ghost-haunted place might make the search a perilous one. So that is all the advice I can give you. Go to the tower of Ranulph Moonclaw and see if a suitable collar for your two-headed demon dog Orthrus can be found therein. You can find Moonclaw's tower in the labyrinth.
Well, let me see what manner of collar you've retrieved. Very well, I suppose this will have to suffice. Now that you have enough knowledge of Orthrus to summon him, and you've got a collar to control him when he arrives, you're only missing the final piece of the equation. I don't suppose you know, do you? Do you? Very well then, apparently you still need me to explain everything to you. You need something to lure that two-headed dog to you. What do dogs like? That's right, bones. Don't worry though, this can be dealt with easily enough. You simply need to speak with Dworgen in Nightside and see if he can find you a suitable bone.
Professor Drake sent you to speak with me? He doesn't think I'm to blame for what happened to his brother, does he? Oh, you want a bone of some sort? A mythical bone to summon a mythical two-headed dog? You speak of Orthrus, I presume. I've just the thing for you.
Dworgen rummages around for a moment, then hands you a small paper-wrapped package.
That's the bone from a two-headed cat, the natural enemy of a two-headed dog. Orthrus will come from anywhere in the spiral to get one of these.
The bone from a two-headed cat? How interesting. I was expecting something different, but it seems that one must make do with whatever inadequacies one is presented with. Now that you've got the knowledge of Orthrus, a suitable twin collar for the beast, and a bone to entice it, you are as ready as you can possibly be. There is little more I can do for you in this matter, save for telling you where to best summon the beast. Though his brother Cerberus was a watchdog of the dead, Orthrus was a herd dog, utilized by the Titans to herd their sacred cattle. As such, there is no better place to summon Orthrus than Mushu. Go then to the ancient burial grounds in Mushu and seek out the proper place to summon two-headed Orthrus. You should seek an entrance to the underground, perhaps guided by a samurai spirit.
This looks like as good a place as any. You pull out the bone and keep the collars behind your back. You don't know what to say, so you call out, "Here, doggy," and whistle. You hold out the bone from the two-headed cat, and Orthrus seems pleased. It wags its tail. You scratch it behind its ears and slip the collar onto each neck. Good doggy. Now you sense that Orthrus will come whenever it is called.
I see from your demeanor that you've accomplished the impossible. Again. It pains me to say it, but you've become quite the example to the other students. Do not squander my goodwill. This spell should allow you to summon Orthrus to battle whenever you are threatened.
Thank you. Now you must take the sacred wood to the water mole shaman, Tupa Tower. He must craft for you a sacred bowl. Bring it back to me when you have it.
Waterfall Spirit Coruscade send you. I make bowl for you.
In a very short time, Tupatawa crafts a bowl for you out of the sacred bark.
Now take back to Coruscade, so he can fix water.
This will do. I have filled the bark bowl with my heart water. It will purify the lake. Take the bark bowl to the edge of the lake and pour it in.
You pour the purified water into the lake.
You have done well. You have done well to restore this land. Now you can rejoin those who came on the Skyfish. They are loose throughout this area. Cut through the jungle and find them.
Rescue at last, and from the most unlikely of sources, a wizard. Oh, you're looking for submersible parts. Well, look around. When the Explorer crashed, they were scattered everywhere. When you've gathered them up, you should head down to Celestia Base Camp so they can repair the submersible.
You got the parts! Bravo! You're clearly without fear. No member of our expedition could have achieved so much in so little time. Is it possible for you to go to the Hippodrome in the area called Stormriven? Speak to a man named Leland Hopkins when you get there. He may know where Thurston Plunkett has gone, and he'll be ever so grateful for your assistance.